All right, we back at it. Homegrown Radio. Chuck Dizzle, DJ Head, live from the Fat Factory Studios.
Shout out to Fat Factory Studios. I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
Why is it inappropriate to eat on camera?
Why is it inappropriate to drink on camera too?
It's not.
I didn't say. I mean, I guess it just depends. It's inappropriate if it's making noises or if it's distracting from the actual person that's on camera. That's why.
So it's okay to drink water, but it's not okay.
No, it's not. It's not okay to drink water.
It's not okay to drink water on camera.
I mean, people typically when people do it, they do it because they're clearing their throat or they don't want their voice to be dry. So that's the only reason why they have it. Nobody's just sitting back taking water. I mean, people drink, but that's not true. That's the idea.
That's not true. And,
what you mean?
Like shows like, let's say, what's the show with the women? The Real.
Okay.
Right? The Real, they would have drinks on the show.
Yeah, so the idea, I would think the idea
when
is
you watch when Michael Strahan and them,
yeah,
they
or
having
David
coffee
Letterman
in the
and all
morning.
that, they'll have it there probably. More or less, it's probably for aesthetic. It's probably for, I mean, everybody has their reasons. What I'm saying, it's inappropriate when you let it distract you. So right now, like for example, you doing that the way you drink water, I would not suggest anybody. For the people that don't know. Can you do it in real time? How you drink water? Like seriously?
Do what?
How you drink water? No, get out of here, dog.
I pour
you
the water.
don't dog. you hulk the damn.
I hulk the water.
You hulk the water.
Is hulk a verb?
I'm gonna use it as one.
Do you know what a verb is?
Yeah, it's an action.
Do you know what an adverb is?
It's something to describe a person, right? Place or thing, right?
If a verb is an action, an adverb is to what?
Oh yeah, you got me. I don't know. This you ain't go. What is that? It's the clip me up,
bro. You look
clip me up,
bro. You look like Burner Boy.
I look crazy right now.
Head scratcher.
I look crazy.
No, it's not. Yes, the adverb is to describe an action.
Okay, you're right.
You run fast.
So what am I describe a person, place, thing? What am I thinking of?
Actually, low key. So I don't want to do this, but we're gonna do this. Okay. Shout out to Bernie Mac. Rest in peace to Bernie Mac. One of my favorite. One of my favorite. Listen.
Pronoun. That's what I'm thinking of.
You don't want to do that.
Okay. Yeah, let me stop. I think that's what I was. That's where I was going to describe.
All right, go ahead. Pronoun.
No.
What's the pronouns?
Nope. No, I'm saying.
Go ahead. Shoot.
No.
I'm
on safety. I'm on safety right now.
Nah, go ahead with the pronouns.
No.
You want to talk about pronouns?
Nope.
How many are there?
I sure don't.
Exactly.
Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that.
Bernie Mac did the comedy special, Kings of Comedy, right? And he said the word motherfucker is a noun. And then he followed that statement by saying it describes a person, place, or thing. That's not true. That's not true. An adjective is the description of a noun. I just wanted to say that because that's been bothering me for 20 years.
You just want to get that off your chest.
It bothered me for 20
Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. That's the one question you wanted to ask him. Had he still been alive?
Well, no, I would. Yeah, because I understand the word motherfucker being a noun, but then he should have followed saying it is a person, place, or thing, not it describes. If you describe something, that's an adjective.
Okay,
look, you don't know the difference between none of this.
No, I do. I just right now I hate school. I hated school. So
that don't have nothing to do with you knowing, acquiring knowledge.
You're right, but I don't even want to go there.
Speaking of acquiring knowledge.
Crazy.
Oh yeah, that's going up.
We leading with that one. Hey, you know what I hate about that though, because everybody in the comments, oh, you didn't know that. All right, now if we asked you right on the spot, you wouldn't know either. All right.
Hey, or they could hulk it.
No, they could hulk it.
So you usually slow to update your phone.
Yes.
Did you update your phone?
I did. You put it in the group chat. And I did it immediately. Me and wifey did it. I'm still trying to figure out. I haven't messed around with it enough to know what the updates are. What's going on? I know when I type, there's that little blue line that's under when I'm typing now. It's that I see that. I see a new. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I know you don't know.
Yeah.
So now you can do FaceTime voicemails.
FaceTime voice. Okay.
So if you call me on FaceTime, I decline it.
I can send you a message.
You can leave FaceTime voicemails, which is probably terrible for cheaters.
Oh.
Not you, but niggas who really about that life and really, indulge in their manhood and cheat on their wife. They can do, that's gonna be bad for them, because the FaceTime voicemails, like when you FaceTime it just on speaker.
Mm-hmm.
So the voicemails play the same way. Another thing is the text. So when somebody's leaving a lot, like if I call you, you send me the voicemail, and I start leaving a voicemail, the text pop up on the screen. like I know you see this, Charles. Like pick up the damn phone. Like in the old school phones at the house.
Get out of here.
Yeah, the audio don't come through.
Okay.
But you can be reading the text in real time, and then if you see like your wife ain't playing about you answering the phone, you can answer the phone while she leaving the voicemail. So there's that. The other thing is, it's really just updates of messages. Like I don't know if you ever use auto text and you want to say fuck.
No, but I think Tosh was telling me that she tried to send. She does voice texting to her team. And she thought it was cool. Now it can read it out to you.
It transcribes it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you could also, it's just a bunch of keyboard and stuff, updates like that. The main thing, though, that is with the AirPods. I know you use the AirPods a lot.
I lost mine.
You lost your AirPods.
I don't want to talk about that.
How you lose your, where you lose them at?
So, it's 4th of July, I lost them at my sister's house.
You didn't lose them at your sister's house. Somebody got your AirPods.
No, listen. It's still pinging at my sister's house, and I can't find it.
Somebody using your AirPods.
Okay. Well, no. It pinged for 24 hours, and now it's no longer. It's gone.
Because it's dead.
I know, but I'm saying it's there. I just don't know where it's at.
All right. Well, that's the iOS update. The iOS updates that you would actually care about. The rest of stuff you won't care.
Wait, so I'm sorry. What is it about the AirPods?
The AirPods. So which ones do you have?
I had the 3.
Yeah, yours wouldn't do it. So if you get the new ones. This is the super dope.
But those are the ones. That's not the.
It's the pros. If you get the Pro 2s, you put them in your ear. You listening to the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody walk up to you and start talking, they automatically let the voice come through and turn the volume down.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's fire.
What if I don't want to be bothered though?
Then you could turn it off.
Okay, that feature off.
Yeah, you could turn that feature off. It's called adaptive, but it's fire because I listen to music loud.
Right.
So when I'm listening to music, if you walk up and you come in the room, you know how your wife will come in the room and say something while you in the middle of doing something.
Yeah.
It'll just turn down and let her come through. And while you're talking, it'll keep the voice down. And then when you stop talking or she stopped talking to you, the volume will go back to where you had it.
So essentially, like if you're riding a bike, if you're running, like you would turn that feature off because it'll go crazy, right? If people don't.
It's smart enough to know. That's the update.
Really?
Yeah, it's smart enough to know what a voice is. Just like voice cancellation. I mean, voice isolation on the phone. So that's what I like.
That's fire. I like that. Salute. I mean, I'm very usually slow to do the updates, but the moment you told me to do it, I did it. So I'm still kind of like messing around with it. I gotta update a couple of things on there, but yeah.
Did you see Katy Perry sold her catalog?
No, this is a new thing.
Katy Perry sold her catalog for $235 million. Okay, that's 35 more million than Justin Bieber got. Katy Perry. Now, So I had to think about it.
Gotta think about it.
I was thinking about it. I'm like,
don't want to jump out the window. I don't listen to her music like that, so I don't know the worth or the hits like that. But I would just assume that JB got more hits than her, right?
I don't know. Katy Perry a cold nigga. Katy Perry got hits. That's not what I was.
Okay.
I was thinking about it from the aspect of Justin Bieber being. I didn't know that Katy Perry was right there with Justin Bieber.
That's what I'm thinking about.
From not even from a hit standpoint, just from that catalog being worth that amount of money.
Got you.
I mean, which will translate into hit records, but I think Justin Bieber's catalog, I would have assumed, not knowing the facts, that Justin Bieber's catalog would be worth more than Katy Perry's catalog.
You know what though? If we probably do a search right now, Katy Perry might have more hits.
Oh, for sure.
But JB might have more top, like, bigger hits.
Right.
So I think that's
but
where.
But also, Justin Bieber was one of the first people to get in on that wave of selling their catalog. So he got the early 200 million. Katy Perry just got the 235. But what I'm wondering, and the reason why I brought this up is because I just seen Aubrey O'Day You know,
responding back to Puff.
Right. And she was saying my shit is worth like $600. Just same thing that when we talked about it on the last show, where he was like, it's not, my publishing not worth nothing or whatever. But she was like kind of giving the back end of what the deal actually was. It's like she was reading it off and saying basically, if I sign this, yes, I get my $600 worth of publishing back, but also in the contract, I can't ever talk about the truth. I can't. It's an NDA clause in there where I can't talk about Bad Boy, Sean Combs, Puffy, P. Diddy, Justin Combs, publishing. Right, I can't talk about.
I think his mama was on there too. Like it's like how you can't mention the mom on there. Right.
So I was like, damn. I wonder what if somebody if Puff was to sell his entire Bad Boy catalog, what he would get. It's got to
be a Billy. It's got to be a bill. Did he? It's got to be a bill.
I don't know, because I remember it was some rumors of Birdman. So remember back in the day when Birdman was going around signing everybody? Yeah. Bow Wow, he signed Fred Durst, Paris Hilton.
That was a wild time.
Right. It was crazy. He was signing everybody. I think they were speculation that Birdman was playing a catalog game to acquire all these different people's assets and then set it all and then sell the whole dump catalog. So if that's true, Birdman was ahead of this by 15 years.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
You get what I'm saying?
Because even back then, I was like, that doesn't make sense why you would do that. Yeah. Damn.
But I'm thinking, like, in my mind, you got to think if Justin Bieber get $200 million, what's the entire YMCMB catalog work? Because you got to think that's Nicki, that's Drake, that's Lil Wayne.
Them three alone right there. I think that might be. Ooh, that's got to be okay. If I'm saying Diddy is a billion, those three?
Don't get stupid.
I'm just saying if Diddy's a billion, and
why is Diddy a billion?
Because of his whole catalog, the people that he has.
Yeah, but everything. I mean, yes, but I would exclude that because he's returned a lot of stuff, and the deal I guess that Aubrey was talking about was with Sony, not with Bad Boy.
Okay,
so I'm just looking at it from a perspective of comps, like comparables, right? So if I'm gonna buy this house and this house is $300,000 in the neighborhood, that's what generally the other properties are worth. If Justin Bieber got $200 million, Katy Perry got $235 million, I'm looking at somebody like Lil Wayne. Like, what is Wayne shit worth?
What do you think?
I don't know, but it ain't close to what Drake shit is worth.
So you thinking I would assume that Drake is more than Wayne, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that Drake, Wayne, and Nicki, it's got to be a wild ass number.
A wild number.
Like, and I'm saying comparing that to like, so are we looking at now? The question is, are we looking at let's assume we're talking Bad Boy and everything that Puff has, right? I'm still going back to that. We're thinking about everything that Puff has and has had versus these three monsters, right? At that point, I'm thinking that those three is gonna be way more than the what Diddy has had.
Yes, I would assume.
So why you say don't get crazy?
I'm not, because you was already at $1 billion. You was finna go to like 3 or something or 2.
Saying
that's not a crazy ass number.
It's not a crazy ass number when you have 3 superstars like that.
I don't know if it would be that high.
Especially
I don't see anybody giving anybody. You gotta think Beats by Dre sold for $3 billion to have access to all the music.
Man, look.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying. Look.
They sold the headphone company, but they really bought was the streaming service, which is now Apple Music, right? They sold that for $3 billion. You talking about 3 niggas? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Drake, yeah. Wayne, and Nicki, not 3 niggas, but I don't want no smoke, Nicki. The other thing,
I'm sorry, I'm looking at
what
the surviving members of Queen were in the process of selling their legendary group's catalog for a mind-boggling $1 billion. This is in 2023.
For real?
So this is Queen's. So if we're looking at, okay, so maybe Diddy wouldn't be at $1 billion.
No. Not if Danity Kane and that shit worth $600.
That shit worth some McNuggets.
You could get a hell of a snack pack. hell of a 3-piece. You know what I'm saying?
Man, did you see T-Pain talking about that too?
Mm-mm.
He said his publishing is for Buy You a Drink was worth I want to say around $800 because he said I made a mistake in like referencing so many things in the song. He said, "Do you snap? Do you snap your fingers? Do you stare?" He said everybody came for their piece. He's like E40. Whatever other lines are in there. He's like everybody came for a piece of their change. He's like left me stuck without nothing.
Are you serious?
That's why I love T-Pain, man. He's very transparent with this whole process.
T-Pain and 50 Cent keep it a buck. They don't. I love interviewing those two dudes.
Oh man, no, but it just goes to show, like, okay, what you think something's worth and what the actual worth is, and piecing it down to everybody else is involved. It's like you don't think about those things. So I was trying to see what the exact amount. I believe he said $800.
That's crazy.
Yeah, buy you a drink. Come on now. But no, that makes sense if you have all those things in there. Real quick, I want to shout out to the homie Butter. All right. Butter is celebrating his 40th birthday. And he's been doing this for the last couple of years. Keep it 100. He's been now, we know Butter as, the partier. You know what I'm saying? Every single year he always goes up for his birthday. What I like he's doing now, he's kind of transferring that energy to have people run for his birthday. So I've joined the list of people that's going to run for his birthday. I'm doing my first half marathon.
You can do a half?
A half marathon. I've been training. That's why I'm whooped right now.
I've been wondering why you've been running every day.
I've been going crazy.
You was doing 1 mile, then you went to 3 miles, then you went to 5 miles. And I was like, yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to be consistent with running more this year, and I took a month off. And so I hit him. I'm like, look, your birthday coming up in October. Is it realistic for me to like really train for this half marathon? He's like, man, he broke it all down, gave me the whole thing. So I'm like, okay, it's doable. So yeah, I've been running like 5 miles a day for the last couple of days. The other day, I learned a lesson of making sure, like me, I don't like, this is stupid. I don't like necessarily eating too much before because I don't like to have my stomach heavy. I don't like to drink a lot before because I just don't like that when I'm running. But anybody that's preparing for a marathon, or if you're thinking about doing, please do your body that favor, because I almost passed out on Avalon.
You did?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
You almost blacked out?
I almost blacked out.
What happened?
I was hungry. I didn't realize it. But I feel like,
Chuck,
bro.
You
No.
stupid ass nigga.
Yo.
You want a sandwich?
Hey, man.
Wake your dumb ass.
The thing is, I always wonder like how that happened to people. I'm like, dude, if you feel your body going through something, like go stop, do what you got to do, get some assistance, get some water or whatever. When I tell you I was in the middle of this run, and I'm thinking like, okay, I'll be able to make it to this destination. My body's like, nah, you got to sit your ass down. So I had to take a couple of breaks, made it to the destination, but I was like, okay, now I kind of know how to like get ahead of that, and and I don't have to go crazy with the eating, but it's just a trip on what your body can do and the little signals that you get. But yeah, it's definitely a pressing thing.
So did you stop and get some chips, or?
Bro? So it wasn't on Avalon, it was on Wilmington. So I ran like 8 miles total.
Ain't no services on Wilmington. Like
No.
No, I'm saying ain't no no food on Wilmington.
So, bro, I got to Apollo Burger on Wilmington 213. Bro, when I tell you, I walked in like water. So I got some water in there. I was cool, and I ended up making it home after that. But bro, yeah, it was one of them. Like, yeah, I won't do that again.
Why? Okay, explain to me the thought process behind doing this.
About doing a half marathon?
Yes.
It's pushing your body, doing like pushing yourself to the limit.
So you don't feel like
somebody, you know what it is? Shout out to my boy Manny. He just told me. I didn't realize I had this until he said it. He said, "Oh, you got runner's high." I said, "Man, I ain't got no runner's high. What are you talking about?" And I started thinking about it, like, oh damn, like the more I run, I'm like, it's like a challenge. Like when I first started, here's the backstory of it, right? I grew up with asthma. So I never could participate in sports. I played a little bit, but I couldn't really get into it because I would always have asthma attacks. I always had treatments. I was like one of them kids. Like
you would wheeze out,
I would have wheeze out, like have the pumps.
Yeah.
It was bad. About right when we moved into Lamoli, right? All of a sudden, I would always re-up on my inhalers like every year, and I didn't have to do it anymore, just out of nowhere. my asthma went away. So I'm like, that's crazy. So now I'm like, with working out and getting more physical, I'm like, damn, I've never like given running a chance. So for me, I think it's more of like that, damn, okay, let me challenge myself to see how far I can actually take this shit. Because at the end of the day, I don't know if this asthma shit gonna come back.
So you want to just get it all in?
I'm getting it all in when I can.
So
because you've never experienced.
Yeah, you had asthma.
You had it. So
we all had asthma. We all had lead paint and stucco walls.
What are you talking about?
Asthma.
So you had to have an inhaler and all that?
Yes.
Which one?
The Buterol.
Okay, I'm about to say I was Ventolin gang. I had
See, damn, you had.
I had asthma.
You had them little bitty lungs,
bro.
You had them little bitty,
it was bad.
Little pepperoni lungs.
But it was bad. So I'm saying now the point of doing this is like more of a challenge. It's like pushing my body to the limits, getting more physically active. It's the same reason why you riding 20 miles on a bike.
I don't do 20 no more.
Well, you did.
I was doing 20.
Why?
Because we was in the house.
Nah. You just want to get outside, right?
Yeah,
you want to do something.
It's more shit to do outside now.
Out of here, man.
I'll ride 10 miles.
Why?
That's not running.
But why? Why would you why would you ride 10 miles?
I don't even know.
I just go around the corner and come right back.
I don't even notice that I'm doing 10 miles. It's just you looking around and riding a bike. But a bike is way more fun than your legs.
I'm not saying it's not, but it's everybody has a different thing. So for me,
so
I enjoy running more than I enjoy riding a bike.
Really?
Yeah. And I didn't realize that until I started doing it more and more and more. Now I don't know if I'll go to the extent
So you
of
run like sprint?
No.
You just light jog.
That's the thing I had to learn before. When I first started, I'm like, all right, let me just run, not as fast as I can, but let me, run pretty quick. I'm just like, no, it's all about pacing yourself and sometimes maybe take, like now the thing is, and I think what I'm going to do with this half marathon is, and I was talking to Bud about this, is like not focusing on running all the way through. I'm like, damn, if I had to do 13 miles straight running, I don't know if I can do it. Right now, the tolerance that I have, I can do 5 or 6 straight. So now the challenge in my mind is like okay,
jogging?
Yeah, jogging. Yeah, jogging.
Damn.
So now I'm like, how far can I actually get without stopping, right? But I also realize like I'm not young anymore either. So it's like maybe that might not be my goal or my thing. So 5 to 6 miles is what I've been able to do at the very, very most. I'm gonna challenge myself to do like 7 or 8 and see where that takes me. I might not get there. I might have to continue to take breaks or whatever, and that's cool. But it's just figuring out what you're capable of doing. The same thing with working out. It's like I was never the dude in the gym. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But pandemic hit, and even before the pandemic, it's like that became a thing. So it's like, oh damn, I didn't realize that I could actually kind of like tolerate it for a certain time. So yeah, man. So salute to Butter. All that to say, happy birthday, Butter. Happy early birthday. I salute what you're doing and gonna be a part of that, and it's gonna be cool.
Yeah,
you couldn't do it?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
I'm not a runner. I run to food. if you put a salmon burger at the end of the
what if right? What's your favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant.
I like all Asian foods.
Okay.
And seafoods.
All Asian seafood food. So sushi spots, all
Mexican
that, right?
food.
Mexican sushi, right? What if the incentive was you can get free sushi for life?
For life?
For life. All you gotta do. You gotta run a half marathon.
I gotta run?
You gotta run a half marathon.
Like run?
Yep.
The whole time?
Nonstop.
I can't. I'm not gonna. I'll die.
No, you can jog, but I'm saying like you don't have to sprint.
I would pass out.
But would you participate or at least try?
No,
you wouldn't even try.
I don't want to black out.
You wouldn't try?
I wouldn't. I would black out.
That's fine, but I'm saying you wouldn't.
That's fine to you.
No. But for you, for something for life, you wouldn't at least try.
I know my limits.
I know you know your limits. What I'm saying
what
if
do?
They give you a heads up? Let's just say you can train until this day.
Until what? How long I got to train?
You got a month.
No. I need a year and a half.
What? What's wrong with you? No, you don't. You do not need a year and a half.
I need 18 months.
You need at the most.
I don't think you fully understand the scope of how unhealthy I am.
You got an advantage because you ride bikes.
No.
It'd be different if it was no physical activity.
You are completely undervaluing the lackluster health condition that I am currently
Yeah,
in.
man, you shook your head like, hey, bro, it's bad.
I need 18 months.
So how many
18 months.
How many miles do you think you can run?
Without stopping?
Yeah.
1. I can run. And that's a light jog.
Okay, so
A light jog. Like, I wouldn't even call it a jog. It'd be a strong power walk. It'd be a hard power walk.
I
look
need
like that.
So check this
Like
out.
them white people.
Check this out. I need the power of our we need some resources right now. Anybody that owns a sushi restaurant, owns a
Why would you do that?
I just want to see where this can go. If you own a restaurant, which is Mexican food, sushi, Asian, whatever, right? And you are in the LA area, I want you to tap in with us. I want to challenge DJ Head to run a mile straight.
A mile?
A mile straight.
Without stopping?
Without stopping.
Yeah.
A mile straight, and then we'll figure out some sort of incentive program. I don't know if you guys want to sponsor the show, right? And then by that way you get some food. Figure it out. I need just tap. Look, hit the email. Okay, info@homegrownradio.net. I want this to be the DJ Head challenge. Okay, the DJ Head 1 mile challenge. Tap in with me. We're gonna figure something out.
You want me to run a mile?
I want to document this too.
Nonstop.
Just nonstop a mile. Because I think you can do it. I know you can do it. How long? Hey, I'm not going to judge you on that.
Strong power walk.
No. You need to run.
I'm not running.
No,
nothing.
you need to run.
I'm not running nothing.
So
it'll be a jog, a light jog.
So we got to figure out what a jog and what a run is.
They literally have definitions.
Okay, that's fine. Jog, right? No, wait. What's the definition of a jog and what's the definition of a run?
Fuck all that. I want to talk about Tinashe.
Nah, hold up. I see what you did there, Tinashe. And she's talking about Chris Brown. Run it. All right, go ahead. Run it. What you say?
I just want to salute to Chris Brown, and I also want to salute to Jordan Lucas. I don't really know exactly what happened initially with Tinashe and the reason why this thing has been kicked off, but it's interesting because I saw. Damn, was it Megan? It wasn't Megan Trainor. I saw who made the face at the VMAs. I forgot her name, but Jordan Lucas put her on blast. Okay,
recently or back
this week?
Oh, okay.
He put her on blast because he posted this video of her singing and dancing to Chris Brown, and then when Chris Brown got his VMA credit, his VMA flowers, they made a face. She made a face on camera like ugh, like we don't fuck with him. But Jordan Lucas is making a point that people fuck with Chris Brown behind closed doors, but when it comes to the public facing thing, they don't want to give him his flowers. They don't want to give him his props. They always want to beat him down for past shit or mistakes or whatever the case may be. And he just said, I ain't going for it. And he put out, Jordan Lucas went on his Instagram and just made it completely clear that anybody got smoked for Chris Brown, he's taking all fades on every level.
Just inviting it all.
Whatever he said, whoever got smoked for Chris Brown, he said, I'm in front of the bullet. On any front you want to have it, whether it's on music, whether it's not music, whatever you want. He was like, this man has done so much. He's changed people's lives. He's changed my life, et cetera, et cetera. And I just wish, I think that it's dope for somebody to have somebody's back like that, but also be like, you don't know, you also don't know what people are doing every day, all day.
True. Now, so a little backstory, Tinashe was doing an interview, and I think they asked her about working or collabing with R. Kelly.
Yes.
And she had regrets of collabing with R. Kelly. I think Chris Brown got thrown into the mix of that as well. She said that song that her and Chris did, it was more of a label type of thing, that she didn't see him. The track that they had, she didn't see him. She said it felt like it was a little too poppy for him. She wanted a different type of Chris Brown. Whatever the case may be, ended up being a dope song for them and it worked. We know how it is in terms of like interviews and clickbait. Like certain things get picked out. I kind of feel like the story of Chris's was more appealing to go with. She did double down and say that she didn't really care for doing the song, but I think they grabbed the story and kind of ran with it more than her actually not rocking with it. Right. And it was more attention when Chris was like, "Yo, name." He said name 5 Tinashe songs or die. We all dead. It's like, damn. It's like, bye.
5.
He said 5.
I could do a strong 1 possible 2.
I mean, we know the one with Get It On, right?
That's not the name of that song.
I know it's on. Like,
it's not the name of that song.
What's the name of it?
2 on.
Well, it has an on in there
With the number 2.
I just remember Schoolboy Q and
I know.
Was that the remix?
No.
That was the actual song?
Yeah.
Damn.
Pull your panties down from under you.
Yeah, I know. I remember that. I just, damn. Okay.
Now name another one.
Go ahead.
I'm waiting for you.
The one with her and Chris Brown.
I'm going to follow you. I'm going to follow your lead.
The one with her and Chris Brown. Go. Next. You want. Now it's your turn.
I'm going to follow your lead.
Your turn.
2 on remix.
With who?
It was
It's a gang of people.
It was an assortment of individuals who produce sound.
All right, either way, what I'm saying is, let's move on.
5?
Go to Tinashe. It's got to be that has to be an album name, right? But you know what? I don't like that game though. I don't like that game. I don't like that game. Same thing for what we were talking about earlier. It's like sometimes you get put on the spot. Shit get tricky. You know what I'm saying?
You can name 5 DJ Quick songs.
I can, but that's that.
You can name 5.
But even with that, that's a good point. Even with that, I'd probably hesitate.
Me
It would
too.
probably take me a minute. But I love Quick, right? Quick, Pac, Snoop. Those are my 3, right? I know I can tell you multiple songs from them, but if you ask me in a moment, it'd take me a second. Like, wait, hold on. Okay, I'd hesitate, right? So of course, somebody like that, I don't listen to her catalog like that. So of course, I'm gonna struggle with that. But maybe ask a Tinashe fan. Maybe they know.
Maybe they do.
BB, can you name? Maybe like, man, I just hear the film.
Did you know that one song, 2 on? Could you name it though before we said it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
Listen, I wanted to say this. I remember being at 50 Cent show, right? And I knew it wasn't gonna happen, but it was a hope that I had. I was like, damn, we in LA. It's one of the biggest markets, one of the biggest shows. He gonna bring Eminem out, and we didn't get Eminem in LA. I didn't think it was gonna happen.
Of course not.
But it would have been a nice treat. You know what I'm saying? He brought Nas out though. That don't make sense in LA either. Nas live here or whatever, but you know what I'm saying?
It makes sense in the context. It makes sense because what Nas had an album coming out. He was on Nas's album, celebrating 50 years of hip hop. Nas just turned 50.
Okay, fine.
Just saying, it's the final lap tour. Like,
Okay, fine. But do that in New York. You know what I'm saying? But like, I really want to see Eminem.
how come you didn't want to see Game?
I knew that wasn't gonna happen.
I mean,
Me and Silas talked about it though. Me and Silas.
Now that would have been a moment.
Me and Silas talked about Game, but I was like, it ain't gonna happen. I already know that ship has come and gone. That's never gonna be okay. So I got that out of my mind quick. But it would have been one of the biggest moments in hip hop.
Why not though? Why has that ship came and gone?
It's just too much.
It's too messy, right?
It's just too much.
So
too much has happened. Too much has transpired to where I don't think they'll ever be.
Only reason why I say that because we've seen 50. I mean, just for context, right? I don't think anybody saw him and Fat Joe reuniting, and that happened.
I think it's different though.
I'm sure it is, but I'm just saying
it's different because it's too close. It's personal with them.
Too personal.
Game was part of G Unit.
Got you.
They just had beef, like Fat Joe and them from the Bronx, 50 from Queens. Like that's no different than Snoop and Dr. Dre or somebody beefing. It's like y'all not even from the same hood. Y'all from LA, but y'all that could get figured out.
I don't know,
it'd be different when it'd be different when somebody's a part of your crew, like they a part of your team, like and y'all and it's a lot of backdoor stuff that I know about that it ain't my liberty to speak about, but too much has happened in front of in this like behind the scenes and in front where.
So what do you think is gonna happen first? 50 and Ja,
That'd never happen.
or 50 and Gang?
It'll be 50. Nigga, 50 and Game will do a collab album before 50 brings Ja Rule out on stage. You know what I'm saying? You'll get 50 Cent change his name to the Game Junior.
That's what I'm saying.
Before you get a Ja Rule.
That's all I'm saying. It's
and
possible.
50 reunite.
It's possible. That's all I'm saying.
It's not.
I'm just saying that in the context of the conversation, it's possible. It's possible.
50 Cent.
They were spotted in a club together.
Who?
Game and 50.
That's different.
How's that different?
That's different than 50 bringing the Game out on his
Just
final
saying.
lap tour.
I'm just saying.
To celebrate. You crazy as hell.
Well, how am I crazy? I'm just saying it's not that bad.
I'm gonna call.
It's not that bad if they could be in the same place at the same time and nothing happen.
No, I'm not talking about this. But 50's not gonna champion Game publicly. On no level. I'm gonna call Game and I'm gonna ask him.
Call him.
I'm not calling right now.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm calling right now.
Why not?
Because I don't know what he's gonna say.
That's hey.
No, I'll call him.
Hey, it's content,
we'll
baby.
have him come on the show.
All right, fine.
This ain't that show.
This
Let other people do that show.
This ain't the content game.
This ain't that
This
show.
ain't the
Whatever
content
this
space.
is. I did want to shout out to Roddy Ricch. Went to the studio with him last night.
What is Roddy up to?
Man,
What,
I don't want to give away.
You don't want to give away his secrets and his tips and what's going on and what's he about to drop and what you heard. You don't want.
But I will say,
Get out of here, man. Go. What?
Well, never mind.
Tell me. Tell us.
I will say that Roddy is. I don't know. Honestly, I've never seen him like this.
What does that mean?
I've never seen him like with a clear mind and a clear spirit. There's no negative energy. Like
That's good.
He to me when I was talking to him last night, it was a grown man I was talking to.
What do you think has changed?
He grew up and matured a lot in the music and as a man. Like
because you got to think when we first were introduced him, he was 19.
18. Well, me for 18.
Yeah. 18, 19. I mean,
now he's 24, 25.
he's a father now. I mean,
Yeah.
seen a lot of success. I mean, he's seen a lot of ups and a lot of downs. I mean,
I will say this. I will quote you on what he said about the new music.
Go ahead.
So what he did tell me was that I can say is he said, remember when you came to the studio and I was doing Live Life Fast?
This is him talking to you.
This is him talking to me.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah. He was like, nobody fuck with that album. And I'm like, yeah. He said, remember I told you that I was just having fun and do whatever I wanted to do? I'm like, yeah. He said, this ain't that. This is all work. This is all business. I'm serious about this shit.
Okay.
I was like, okay. Then I listened to some music. I'm like, okay. But it was one song in particular.
How many songs you hear?
Last night?
Yeah.
20.
Okay. Sound like an album to me. Go ahead. Which one?
Maybe 15.
Okay, that sound like
something like 8. It
cool
was for
album.
sure at least 15.
All right.
But Roddy was saying that it was one thing. I gotta tell you, like, it was one thing is he's insane. He's still crazy.
Oh God.
But it was one song in particular where when y'all hear it, just know that this is the song that I told you. Everybody just get that, just duck. Everybody duck. There was one song that he played me, right? And what he was saying on the hook of the song, I'm like, your verse ain't hard enough. He was like, what you mean? I said, this is playful Roddy. I said, I need Roddy that's gonna run in the house and take everything and tie everybody up, Roddy, on this. And it was a room, like it was his team and executives from record labels. Everybody was in the room last night. And I was quiet for about an hour while they was pressing play. And he was like, hey, you too quiet. I know what you like. What? Tell me. Just come on. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm ready for you. Like, let's do it. I'm like, so are you sure? He was like, yeah, bro. That's why I got you here.
What you
He's like,
think you here for?
I said, all right, bet. So I told him this song, this song, this song. He got one that's magical. He got one that's like, it sound like some it sounded like some Kanye vintage, beautiful, like amazingness. But it was one song in particular where I was like, this is how you kick off the album. And it's him talking crazy. And I was like, this is the Roddy I need. This is the Roddy I want.
And then you're saying, but he still needs to tweak the verse.
I told him I told him to go back in and redo it because this ain't hard enough. I need you to talk crazy on this.
So are we kicking off some bullshit?
No, he did.
When you say talking crazy, let me just ask.
I told him don't diss nobody.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
I told him, I said don't diss nobody.
I said, was there any names?
He was looking at me like grinning. Are you sure? I said don't diss nobody. I said just let niggas know what it is.
All right. So there's two types of talking your shit. Is it I just want the world to know talking my shit, or is it I need y'all to know?
Both.
So it's specific and general.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't wait for people to hear that record.
All right.
I can't wait for people to hear this record. But that's one. It was another one. I mean, it was cool. Like, but all of it's like rough. Like he was just working out ideas and stuff like that. What was dope though is right before I left the studio last night, I told him gave him this concept, and I'm like, bro, like, you know, I think you should thank women. And he was like, what you mean? I said, nigga, like when girls text you, like when a girl texts you, bro, well, y'all can't relate. But when a girl texts you like, hey, just giving you a heads up, I'm on my period. I really appreciate that text. Cause now I'm not in my brain, I'm not like, he looked at me the same way you looking at me right now. He was like, bro, you are crazy. He was like, what is wrong with your brain? I'm like, you don't appreciate, cause let's say I'm not on Roddy's level, but let's say I'm finna fly somebody out.
Okay.
And she bleeding. You don't appreciate the heads up? He was like, I feel you. Okay. Thank those women. The women that hold the gun for you going through security. The woman that'll put the shit in her purse. The woman that'll take a charge for. Do a song about that. I left the studio. I woke up this morning. He sent it to me at 3:00.
Go ahead, press play. Let me hear that.
At 2. No, I ain't playing it. You might go on the album. I'm not gonna play it right now.
Let's play it real quick.
I'm not playing it.
Oh, okay.
But he sent it to me 3 hours later, and I was like, damn, I love it.
That's crazy.
This is fire. But I just like, I love the space he's in. He's in a very positive space.
That's good, man. That's good.
And you know, not to disclose too much, but he's not the same Roddy that everybody was used to or accustomed to. He's playing at a completely different level when it comes to where he wants to take his sound. Mm-hmm. Even the songs that he like, I'm gonna keep it real. He sent me a song a couple months ago, and it's a good song. Mm-hmm. Him and Mustard. He was like, honestly, I'm kind of like doing something else. Like I really wanna take this and elevate it to another level where people never seen us go. So that's what we working on right now.
Man, salute to Roddy Ricch, man. I'm always a fan of just, man, letting the music speak for itself, hearing it, and again, letting the world catch up to it. A couple of things I do want to mention before we slide up out of here, man. These headlines kind of caught me off guard. Jeezy reportedly files for divorce from TV host Jeannie Mae. Is it Jeannie? Jeannie, his wife.
Okay.
2 years. They have an 18-month-old daughter.
Bro, did you see what's her Shell? Did you see Shell's tweet?
No.
I'm gonna let you read it.
Shouts out to Bombshell.
I'm gonna let you read it.
Well, hold on. Before we do that, it says, according to the report, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, Jeezy filed papers in Fulton County Superior Court on Thursday and is seeking joint custody of their daughter. And they had a prenup in place. And I think he said that, damn, there was another part that I want to read from this that I can't find right now. I'm just trying to figure out what happened.
I'm not trying to figure out nothing.
I know, I'm trying to figure out what happened.
Why?
Just curious. Like, you don't really see, in a lot of these cases, you don't see the man filing for divorce. And so quick. Am I wrong? All right? Damn.
So, see what she said at the top? Read that. Read that. The top.
The top says Jeezy divorcing Jeannie.
And then what's the next tweet say?
Yo, Shell, you gotta chill. Yo, okay. This is a quote from the homegirl at Bombshell. All right. She says Jeezy divorcing Jeannie. In this little thread, so the second tweet says, "Damn, I thought it was for life." PHO.
And the thing is, I was like, somebody getting divorced, bro. But damn, that's good. I was like, yeah, that's good.
Hey, man. Hey, look.
So yeah, there's that.
Okay.
But shout out to Jeezy, man. I think Jeezy's on his third win, on his third most incredible run. The first run, obviously, Thug Motivation 101. The second was Trap or Die Resurrection, and the third one, I believe, is this new J Jeezy Jenkins run that he's on right now is fire to me. Like, I got the book. I literally just started it. I'm not even into the first chapter, really. I literally just hit play on it. But I have the physical and I got the audio.
Salute to Jeezy.
Shout out to Jeezy.
Also, this one kind of caught me off guard. Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor announced separation.
I actually texted Iman. I texted Iman because so let me say this, right? So I went on, Iman Shumpert is a homie of mine, right? Mm-hmm. He's a homie. We've had conversations, in-depth conversations. We fuck with each other, right? And I remember talking to Iman one time about, I was like, bro, you married the one. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one you don't play with. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not playing with that lady. You know what I'm saying? Tiana Taylor different, bro. She don't even look like she's to be played with, right? So I remember when we was on the show, he was cracking jokes. And so I'm like, man, listen.
I ain't getting in that.
I look dead in the camera. I'm like, look, I don't know what Iman is on right now. I don't want no smoke with Tiana Taylor. I don't have nothing to say about that black woman. I don't want nothing to do with it. Whatever he on, I'm not on that. I want peace and tranquility. I don't want nothing to smoke, right? And he dying laughing. He think it's hilarious. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bro, I'm not playing with that lady, right?
No.
On no level. Mm-mm. I don't want none of that. So when I saw everything going down, it ain't my business. I stay out of it. I didn't text him or nothing like that. What I did see was Tiana went and made her post. She posted and wrote this nice little
caption,
like don't play with Auntie. Like, we good. You don't play with my bestie. Mm-hmm. Referred to Iman as her bestie. Yeah. She was like, don't play with our household like that. Like, we actually, if y'all must know, we've been separated for a while.
And it wasn't cheating.
And it wasn't cheating. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't this and it wasn't that. Like, he's free to do whatever he want. We are best of friends, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And she just, I mean, when I tell you she put an extinguisher on all that fire,
yeah.
Like, the whole story died the same day, right? And I was just like, damn, that's fire. Like, I got so much respect for Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert. And then I text him, actually, let me see what I text him. I just have so much respect for their relationship because a lot of times it don't go like that. Iman, I text him, I said, hey, bro, I just want to say I admire y'all relationship. Respect at the highest level, no matter what the circumstances. That's fire.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, that those types of situations don't get acknowledged.
Right. And those are the ones that should be kind of like highlighted more. It's like, it's no drama involved. It's literally, the story is what the story is. I mean, nobody knew about it until, a lot of people didn't know until she confirmed it and posted.
Facts.
And then that's her saying, like, since y'all must know this is what it is, and stop playing with, like you said, our household. But more importantly, these aren't the reasons that you guys think that's happened. It's not it. So, man, salute to that. I love that. I love that it's no negativity kind of around that situation. Still sucks to see the separation involved, and hopefully they figure it out and reunite, get back together. On that tip. But if not, they do an amazing job. Parenting their kids, and it's just like, keep that going, man, for sure.
And this, the last thing. Oh, you have something else?
No, that's it.
Last thing I wanted to say is, election year is next year.
I got something in the mail the other day. I'm like, we here already?
Yes. What you gonna do?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because Joe Biden was just on the news.
He needs to go to sleep.
calling for world leaders to stand up
Do what?
to Russia.
Huh?
And I was just like thinking about it, right? I'm just like, Joe Biden is imploring world leaders to stand up. And he barely could stand up.
This is
Joe Biden is the only Joe Biden is the only U.S. president in history to fall upstairs.
Wait, he really fell upstairs?
He fell upstairs.
He didn't fall upstairs.
He fell going to Air Force One.
You're right.
He's the only U.S. president to ever fall up some stairs. Have you seen that before? This nigga defies gravity. Okay. So anyway, I just thought it was funny. Joe Biden imploring world leaders to to do that, and he's the first U.S. president to ever fall asleep during his own shit.
Which shit?
He had a convention, and he was there. It was his shit, and he fell asleep. He was asleep. He was knocked out in that motherfucker.
Tired. You know what I'm saying?
Tired from what?
I mean, hey, running the country.
Nah, he tired from his pulse. His pulse makes him tired. His heartbeat be wearing him out. Like, he was like, whoa, this motherfucker still beating. I'm tired as a motherfucker.
Yeah, man. I'm done with you, dude. To answer your question, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
What you gonna do, PB, when it comes time to vote?
Long exhales around the room.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, honestly. I'm not voting for either one of these white people. Both of the white people that people think, I'm not voting for neither one of them. So they need to figure it out. At this point, no, that's not true. I'm not doing that. Is the Kanye thing over? The Kanye thing is over, right?
Man, hell no. It's never over.
It ain't never.
It's never over. Nope. Hey, man, it's Homegrown Radio. Chuck Dizzle, DJ Head. We'll catch y'all next time.